Sea Ray. Every moment perfectly crafted.
Welcome to the SDX 290 Outboard walkthrough. Before I get started, I want to talk a little bit about the hull side on this boat. This boat is shown with a Quantum Blue Zone 3. So we have the 3-zone gel scheme. Zone 1 is white, Zone 2 is white, Zone 3 is the Quantum Blue. Also for model year 21, we have a couple of new colors. We have Kingfisher Teal and Neo Mint Green, along with a refined metallic blue and black. Also shown on this boat are the Mercury 200s in white. They're also available in black, and this is included with the Sea Star joystick steering. Traditionally, you were only able to get the 250s in white or black with the Mercury joystick steering. Also, you'll notice that I'm standing on the sea deck. This sea deck is shown in gray. We also have it available in brown. As we make our way to the port side, you'll see that we have a submersible swim step, and we also have a boarding ladder here on the starboard side. Also included here at the transom of this boat is a very nice storage area. You can pop the latch here. Great place to put your water toys, your knee boards, your wakeboards, or your tubes, inflatable mats. You can drop them right in there. So a really nice storage area. Now let's take a look at the walkthrough on this boat. Now we're at the walkthrough on the SDX 290 Outboard, and there are a couple of features that I want to point out before we make our way into the cockpit. First and foremost, we have the 12-volt outlet that's located here. Really nice for blowing up your water toys without having to drag them through the cockpit. Then we have a transom remote located right here, which is a part of the Premier audio system by Fusion. Then there's a really nice in-floor cooler storage, so you're not having to track in and out of the boat if you want to keep some beverages located here. So as we continue to make our way into the cockpit of this boat, I wanted to show you the transom door. Really nice for keeping small ones and dogs in the boat. Also located here at the walkthrough is a transom shower, really nice for washing off your feet or washing off your water toys before you stow them away. As we make our way into the cockpit a little bit more, you'll see that we have a nice step that folds out from the gunnel here. We also have non-skid located at the top. So this boarding step is a really nice feature for those docks that stay stationary while your water level goes up and down. So now let's take a look at the cockpit in this boat. So here we are in the cockpit of the SDX 290 Outboard, and a couple of things I want to point out first. First, you can see your stainless steel refrigerator located here. You also have a storage tub. The storage tub can be ordered with a grill, which you need shore power for, and then you have a nice little wash down area right here for all your utensils. Under that, you have a storage cabinet that has a trash can, and it also houses your countertop, so to give you a nice solid surface. And then you have your 110 outlet down there as well. And then if we want to talk about the upholstery while we're here, we have 3 different upholstery options. We have the stone interior, which you see here with a nice medium gray accent. You can also get this upholstery in ivory or dune, and the ivory and dune come with a nice espresso accent. If you look down, I'm standing on Infinity flooring shown in gray. It's also available in brown, and you can also get snap-in sea deck, or you can get snap-in carpet. So one of the questions we get asked very often is, where's the battery switch in our boat? So on the SDX 290 Outboard, if you lift up the rear bench seat, your battery switch is located on the back wall. One of the really nice things about having an outboard boat from Sea Ray is being able to open up the storage area down in the floor where the stern drive would normally sit. So you can see you've got a nice deep storage area there to stow lots of items for your day. Now let's make our way forward and look at the convertibility of this cockpit. So here we are in the cockpit of the SDX 290 Outboard, and one of the things that's really nice about the cockpit of the SDX family is the convertibility. We've showed you that on other models, but the 290 Outboard is no different. You can take the helm seat, you can slide it forward, and you have a nice interaction here. You can also do the same thing with the port seat. So you can see that you have a nice spacious cockpit to socialize in this boat. The other thing we have here is a nice storage area right here behind the helm seat. You can also see your blue LED accent lighting. And then on your port side, you have a nice dedicated cooler storage. So another optional feature here located in the cockpit is the in-floor storage. You lift that up, it's got a cam style latch. You can see double A-side finish with a seal on it and a drain, so the water will drain out of the storage area here and not get your items in the floor wet. So that goes down, tightens up. Now let's move on. So now we've made our way to the head on the boat. It has a nice entry door. You just slide that over. You can see that this boat is equipped with a head interior upgrade with a vacuum flush head in it. And then we have a glove box located here as well. Now, before I move to the helm, let's talk about the overhead structure. You can probably see that there's a tower above me. I've got plenty of headroom between myself and the tower. This tower is actually shown in white with the white accent panels on the side, and you have the ability to put tower speakers on it and board racks. It's also available in black, has about 119 inches of sun coverage, or if you don't want a tower, you can get a bimini top, which is going to be around 100 inches of coverage on this boat, or you can get no overhead structure whatsoever. Now let's talk about the helm. So here we are at the helm of the STX 290 Outboard. The first thing I want to point out is the Apollo 770 head unit. That means that this boat is equipped with a Premier audio upgrade. What does that mean? That means you get a transom remote, you get your upgraded speakers, an upgraded sub, and an amp. The head unit gives you 4-zone control, comes with Bluetooth, AirPlay, and Wi-Fi. Now let's move to the Simrad. So the base boat and the 290 Outboard is a 9-inch Simrad with your vessel view charts, depth finder, and all the features that come along with the vessel view link. This boat is equipped with a 12-inch Simrad, which has vessel view link, which gives you all your engine data, allows you to use your active trim, your smart tows, sport exhaust, plus you get charts, you get the echo, and all the other features that come along with Simrad. Now here on the dash, you'll see that all your lighting controls are located right here on the inboard panel. On the outboard panel, we have your hydraulic trim tabs, and then you have your battery parallel switch and your windlass controls, bilge pump, and water pump control. The other nice feature about this boat, as we talked about at the beginning of this walkthrough, was the new 200s with the C-Star steering system. So the new joystick that comes with this system is located right here, and then you have your control located here on the dash. It's a really good system, works really well with these outboards and maneuvers this boat fantastic. So now let's start to make our way a little bit further forward in this boat. So as I'm moving forward, one of the first things I always like to point out is the bow block-off door. Great for chilly days or a rainy day when you want to try to keep the cockpit out of the wind. The other thing we have is a under helm storage. So you've got dedicated storage for your tables, your bow and your cockpit table. And then on top of that, you have your MDP panel to control your shore power and all the other electronics on the boat. Now making our way a little further forward, we have the in-floor storage that's located in the bow of the boat. As you can see, double A-side finish, got a nice gasket and a cam style latch. So that sucks it down nice and tight, keeps it from rattling while you're underway. Now let's check out the bow of this boat. So here we are at the bow of the STX 290 Outboard. The one thing I always like to point out is the stainless steel latch that we put on here to catch the windshield. So it's a really nice feature. It catches it, keeps it off the rest of the windshield. The other thing I wanted to point out is the armrests that fold down. So if you're up here and you're lounging facing forward, you have a nice place to rest your arms either on the side of the gunnel or on the armrest. Moving forward a little bit more, you have a nice storage area on both sides. You have your blue LED accent lighting, cup holders, and a table mount here. The other nice feature about this boat is the stainless steel anchor and the windlass. So that's located right here. You control all that from your helm. You turn your power on, take off your lanyard, drop it down, and then when you're ready to take it out, you just power up your windlass and you pull it up. And when you're pulling it up, you have a nice wash down system that's up here as well to clean up your anchor so you're not putting a dirty anchor away. The other thing I like to point out is the accent panel here. It is the medium gray with the contrast stitching in it. And you can see here you have your Signature Series Premier audio speaker. Now that completes the walkthrough of this boat. So let's go to the transom and close this one out. So that concludes the STX 290 Outboard walkthrough. But before I go, I want to tell you about two options that we have for model year 21. First is the Elite package. What does that include? So that includes the sea deck that I'm standing on. It includes the LED lighting package, your water sports tower, and the fender clips. Then we have the Elite Plus package on this boat, and that includes the Premier audio, your through-hole underwater LED lighting, your head interior upgrade, bow filler cushions, teak table, 12-inch Simrad, and you're going to get a stainless steel anchor and a windlass that comes with this boat. Now, if you have any other questions or you want to build your own Sea Ray, go to searay.com and check us out. Thank you for joining us.
Sea Ray. Every moment perfectly crafted.